Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be learning how to design creatures, like, something from C48's Dimension, Sector 9, and let me bring out some inspo. So, we have stuff like Saurospinax, Ostraptor Impericus, and we got lots. We got stuff like the Gigaspondylus. So I know if you guys have followed, like once I started drawing these, you'll know that almost all of them have these like really long legs, long arms or feet, very like thin bodied. And that's actually due to them living in sort of like a junglish environment. So yeah, so what we want to do here is mostly going to be like arboreal species. So after this, let me just find Google real quick. So what you want to do before starting is you want to find inspiration. So I'd like to think more of like an arboreal species. We could do like it. How about we do a bat? So all you gotta do is Google like a picture, and obviously it's all gonna be artwork, right? So what you wanna do is mostly like just take any image you want. Try to find a good image. There comes something. Which side do? There is something. So these are bats. So I'm gonna use this info for so that's inspiration. All you gotta do is start mapping out. So first we start off with the head. You do a light circle, and then we could do the mouth. Start doing the mouth shape. Okay. It's a bit too centered. Alright, that's better. Let me put this on top because it's starting to get. There we go. Alright, so now that we have that, so now all we really gotta do is just map out like the facial structure. So now that we have like their overall shape, now let's use another animal. So now that I got the face, let me just put it like a little bit. We could use this or the eye. Actually, you know what? How about we make it blind? This one's gonna be good. Like, it's like a blind specimen. So here it is. So now that I got that done, I'm gonna use a toad-headed agama. So as you can see, this thing is crazy looking. So I'm gonna use that kind of like frills. So what you wanna do here is basically, after you map out this, I learned this from God of Alnanixorus. I think he read a post. So now it's supposed to be like that, and that, and now. Actually, let me just lower this. So now we start doing the bottom jaw. And then, now that we have everything mapped out, you can see it's starting to turn out really good. Now you leave little dots right here so you can tell how wide that thing is going to be. And since this actually connects to the bottom jaw, We could do this. So all you really gotta do is just that. Like this. Yeah, that's, you know what, I should probably do that tucked in. Yeah, I should probably do that tucked in. Or actually, you know what, never mind. Like this. I'll make it like an extra mouth. Alright, and then start adding stuff like details. Alright. So now that we got that done, we just put the top layer of skin. It's like the back part. Alright. Now we go back to this. And start putting lines. No, I'll put scales. Because these are more like reptilian. So now that this bat is almost done, let me just need this. Let me just now we got like the ear, and the reason I'm making the ear like all these lines is because of like the echolocation part. So with that being done, we could start working on the teeth. So it's pretty nice teeth. So I wanted to make like little fangs. So then, after you're done with the head, what you want to do is start working on the neck. And then this is going to be the body. And then this is going to be the lower body. So you want to make this like a malnourished. Obviously, it's still incredibly strong. But, you know, it lives in the trees. So it doesn't really need any more flight since it can't pick itself up. You know what, let me put the... Right, now you do a circle for the hand, where you want the body. So you got the neck, body, hips or lower body. Then we just interconnect it however you like. Then this circle is to start measuring where you want your arm to be. Alright, so now let's put this. Put another circle. Now just extend out of that circle like this. Right? So now that we have the hands figured out, now we just need to do like the legs. Of course, you can go out in case you want it to look thick or anything. So then, after that, you do there, another circle. All right. So now we got sort of the body finished. Now I'm gonna give this guy massive hands. So now, what you want to do for hands is you start off from where you left, like the wrist, gouge out, start making like a little curve, right? And then at last you do this, a little half circle, and then you start doing that, and then you go out the other side, like that. You just start doing circles. Then you do a little bit halfway. Like that. And then you do the same thing here. There we go. Well, I think this looks a bit off. This looks more like a foot than an arm. There we go. All right. And you do a little bit of these lines. And next to here, just so you can see like the skin folds, for example, like here and here. All right. And then after that, now we gotta add the mane. So this thing's gonna be like extremely hairy. It's gonna be like something like that. And it's gonna be like that. You just do for like malnourished ribs. Alright, so now that we have that finished, for my final, I would say specimen, I'd put an iguana. So I'll take this iguana. This thing will be for the tail and the lower part of the body. So I'll use this. I'm going to use this for the feet, and then this for the tail. So as you can see, I always have a pencil sharpener and an eraser in hand. Alright, now for the feet, you continue off where you left from here. And then this one you make it somewhat smaller. Now you stretch it out. And then you make a second claw. And then you just trace, just like, sketch it. Because you're gonna have to draw over this with scoots like this. And then scoots you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So then you just get progressively smaller. And then you get like this. This one's gonna be more inward since it's like what's going like that. And then this one goes the opposite way. So that's its leg. So here it is. All right. Now we just did the muscles. So as you can see, it's like the thigh muscles, the leg muscle, the calf. Then let's do a dew claw. So here, going out a little bit, and then you just fill it out with like little bumps. Do like a V shape, and then just do that, the back claw. Now that you have that, just do the same thing with the scoots. 1, 2, and 3. There you go. So now this is what we have so far. Yeah, so after this, let me just, then we gotta do like the belly area. So this is it. Alright. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some spikes. Actually, you know what, this turns out, I think I did them too diagonal. So first, alright, so now you have the spikes, all muscle definition. So then, let me just add the fur. So what you want to do with the fur, you can either do it like this, for like the easy, fast way. Or if you want to do more of a challenge, you just do one line. Just keep going like that. Just try and like some hairs out. Just try and stay like inside the lines. That's it. Right, and you can turn your paper if you'd like as well. Just following so far the lines. So then you start back here. Right. Now you're gonna have to do let's do this. Now let's do like the little mane. Right. Here's like the little. I'll give it like tiny little. There we go. Alright, so now that you added the detail, so far this is looking good. And then for the back spikes, I want to make them like an iguana's. So first we gotta add the armor. So what you want to do is just put the first, then put one, make it sort of long, and then put it not all the way to the bottom. So for this one, put it like half. And there we go. Put it longer, half, longer, half, longer, half, longer. Just so it looks like armor or like scoots. There we go. Now we put in between those scoots spikes. This one, there's not really any specification of what you want. Right. So now let's put like a bit more cheek. All right. So now after this, we're basically almost done. Now all you really need to do is work on the tail. So I'm just gonna use plain old dragging tail, because like its tail doesn't have to be that long, because it's a bat. So I mean, unless you want it to be long, you can do whatever you really please with this. So I'll just do it longer. I'll do like a Protoceratops type of tail. So trace it out and do it significantly longer. Here it is, and then you just, if you want, you can add extra osteoderm. So what you want to do is do like triangle top, circle bottom, triangle top, circle bottom, triangle top, circle bottom. There we go. And then if they get too small, you could just do like circles. There we go. That works well as well. All right, and I think that's it for today. Yeah, that's pretty much how to design a creature. If you have any sort of stuff like a sketchbook, or like how can I say this, like a sketchbook or anywhere where you just doodle stuff, I recommend doing like a rough draft of this before you start making one, just so you can learn about more like the anatomy and stuff. Like for example, let me see, I think I had one where I started. So as you can all see, I have this is like some sketches. They're not too big. And then this is where I got for Saurospinax. This is like a prototype version. But yeah, that's mostly what we're all going for. Yeah, if you guys want to learn how to do like the armature adjust, I could teach you as well really quick. That one's not too hard. So first you start off with the circle, then the body, and then the lower. Then depends, you could do like a connecting circle, and then just do like that. Always have like a little curve at the end for like the little skin flaps. Then if you want to do like a mammal, I'd recommend this. I learned this from Flowers, because how she does the warrior cats. So I kind of took inspiration from that. And then you could do like the eye base. Then do like the bulge area. And then just put it back in. And then connect it all together. And then this part, you could expand it a little bit, just because it's like a flap of skin that's extra. So then you could do like stuff like this. Right? This, and you do the hand. Alright. Let me do the second hand. Alright. And do the third. So just have a total of like 4. And then just do a line. That. Do like a little curve in. And then do. And then if it's too thick, just expand it. And then you could just add muscle. And that, just do like some. Then with this circle, you can do the calf muscle. Or do like a in there. Like a little swerve in. And do that one almost all straight. Kind of bend it at this point. Right here. Like that. Just so it gets like that knee feel. Alright, and then this one you curve it down. Then you stop a little bit before. So it's like that animal-ish leg. So it's total, it should be like this. Alright, then after that, you start at where, like, about the hand level. Right. Then you do this. And then you could do this again. There we go. And then for the tail, we could just do a little swirly. And yeah, that's kind of how you design a creature. This is what it would look like. Alright guys, so with that being said and done, I hope you guys liked today's video. And maybe I'll do some more in the future. But yeah, hope you guys liked it. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to learn more art tips or just want to see what I cook up in the lab today. Thank you all so much. And you guys have a nice rest of your day, evening, or night.